très émotif quand vous avez gagné, mais sans parler des dieux du hockey, as-tu l'impression que vous aviez quand même mérité ce qui est arrivé à la fin?
Oui. Moi, j'ai aimé on a joué une game très calculée, super de bonne première période. Puis, Floride, ils ont joué ça très serré, je te dirais. Surtout en troisième, il n'y avait pas beaucoup d'espace. C'est une bonne équipe. Mais tu sais, un face-off dans ta zone, 30 secondes, il restait. Tu te prépares à que peut-être ça va être une défaite, même si tu as bien joué. T'sais. Puis c'est ça qu'on parle, tu contrôles ce que tu peux. Puis en soir, on a fait des très bonnes actions pour nous aider à gagner. Puis ça avait l'air que peut-être qu'on n'aurait pas gagné. Mais là, tout d'un coup, on gagne une rondelle dans notre zone, puis on transitionne très vite. Lane, il fait tout ce qu'il peut en dedans de la bleue pour garder possession, pour envoyer quelque chose à l'entour du net. On se fait récompenser. Y a-t-il quelqu'un qui nous aide en haut, peut-être? Je suis sûr ma mère m'aide. Puis aller finir ça en overtime. C'était une game, c'était une fin de match émotive, ça c'est sûr.
Anthony. Bonsoir. Vous balayez les champions en titre cette année. 4 victoires contre les Panthers, une équipe qui n'est pas réputée pour donner beaucoup de choses sur le plan défensif. Qu'est-ce que ça te dit? Tu parles souvent du processus. Sortez victorieux d'une série de 4 matchs contre les Panthers.
Je pense que ça montre qu'on peut jouer contre n'importe qui. Mais ça prend notre si on veut vraiment aller chez du succès dans cette ligue-là, il faut que tu aies une constance avec ton A-game. Il faut que tu aies une bonne B-game. Puis il n'y a rien qui est facile dans cette ligue-là. Puis c'est sûr, beaucoup de respect pour comment la Floride joue. Qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait dans les dernières années. Puis c'est ça qu'on court après ça.
Est-ce que c'est la plus grosse victoire que tu as vécue à temps en tant que coach canadien, étant donné les circonstances, classement, tout ça?
Moi, je te dirais oui. Surtout comment ça s'est fait.
François, en tant que tu as parlé des dieux de hockey, c'est Suzuki qui est le réalisateur, c'est lui qui est le gagnant. C'est ton capitaine. À quel point tu expliques tout le monde?
Il lead. Pas de chose, il joue un excellent match ce soir. Il a fait des choses spectaculaires sur la glace. Il était en contrôle beaucoup. Il était la différence.
We look time and time again, Nick Suzuki finds a way to step up and have the answer for this team. From your perspective, what are the qualities you think within him that allows him to be that player?
Well, he's got an elite computer. His software is high-end, obviously, and he's got all the tools to do what his brain tells him to do. So he's very connected that way, and tonight I felt you saw that on many occasions. I think he's a proud guy and he wants to lead this team, and he's doing that, ever since the break. Not that he was even before the break. Susie was fine, but I think he there's another level, and he's shown us that.
Eric?
Down 2-1 in the third period, they were super aggressive on you guys. The fact that you didn't see your team try to make some hope plays, especially late in that period,
Yeah.
how much does that contribute to being able to,
Yeah,
I know it's a bit of a lucky bounce, but
Yeah. Monty did have to make, definitely one big save for sure, maybe more in the third. I felt that they were aggressive, but they always had numbers back. So, where I feel sometimes their aggressivity sometimes will give them lack of numbers back. I felt they were very calculated and when to be aggressive and reload, and so it was hard to generate any numerical advantage and stuff, and we did, but we didn't finish, we didn't capitalize. I felt they defended really well in their zone, but I felt we weren't risking. We weren't chasing it. We stayed kind of calculated. You know, we had opportunity that, we're gonna create opportunities, we just cannot give up something the other way, because then game's probably over against that team at that point in time. So I was happy with our patience.
Take two more. Arvin, Stu?
I think everyone would look at that time goal as a lucky bounce. When you mentioned Nick's computer and his software, the fact that he's there and like he kind of looked at all the possibilities of what could happen from that point of view. Like, is there anything to the fact that he happens to be there to create that lucky bounce just because he just knows where to go?
Yeah, and to me, what I'm most impressed with that goal is, I think those guys had been on the ice for, I don't know, a couple minutes maybe, and I can't even take a timeout because it's an icing. And, you're 200 foot from the opposing net, 30 seconds left. I didn't tell him to change, I didn't tell him anything. I just let them figure it out. I don't think you have time to change and get organized. And I feel they found a way to dig, win a battle in the corner, and to really empty the tank. And then Susie goes 200 feet to the back post and trying to make a read based on what he sees, and he's going towards the net, but he has a presence of mind to kind of hide off the back post a little bit and let the play come to him, and it did. That was a great bounce, but there was somebody on the other side of that bounce in the right spot, and I was happy it was him.
Last one, Stu.
Marty, your veteran line, the Dvorak line, I know you have your concepts for the game and you're teaching young guys the concepts and that. With the three veterans, have you sort of let them play their game within your concepts, if you know what I mean? There's sort of more north-south game that...
Yeah, I mean,
it's harder to teach them dog new tricks type of thing? You sort of let
I know. Yeah, but I feel like, Andy is the lead at pushing the pace, and he forces pucks to go north. So I think when we have that kind of pace inside our concepts, we want to gain territory, and that's what they do. They play more territorial game than some of our other lines, but that's part of our concepts too. And I think they're playing to their strength. They're playing well together. I feel they're very balanced up the ice and in the O-zone. And because of that, they're able to when we do start our O-zone, they're able to spend time in there and have continuity throughout that O-zone rep. And obviously tonight, it's textbook, like, the way we want to play. You got a guy in front of that. Get a shot through, you get a good tip. So, that line's been excellent for us.
That's enough.
Ok, merci beaucoup.